Hey everyone, I have some great news. Flux 1.1 Pro has just been released. If you don't know what Flux is, it's a very capable image generator that I use in my automations. And I have a video up here where I explain how you can implement it in your workflows. In this video, I want to speak more about the new Flux 1.1 Pro version, why it's better, and also it costs less than the previous Pro version. So I just received an email from Black Forest Labs AI that they have released Flux 1.1 Pro. That's an upgrade from the previous version, Flux 1.0 Pro. So what's the difference? The difference is in the speed of the time it takes to generate the image. They say it's 6 times faster than before. I've done some testing. I can't agree with that because from the times I got before, as you can see, it's 15 seconds up to even 22 seconds. With this 1.1, it's 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I had some results here with 7 seconds. So I would say it's 3 times faster. But the great thing is, for example, myself, I use this Flux in my own workflows with make.com. I generate some images for blog posts and they cost 5 cents per generation. So basically, if I include 20 images in my blog post, it's going to cost me $1. And let's say I generate 100 blog posts per month, it's going to cost me $100. Now, this 1.1 version costs 20% less. So if I generate 100 articles per month with 20 images inside each of the article, it's going to cost me $80. So I'm going to save $20 per month, which is pretty good. How the quality compares from the tests that I did. Here is image generated with the new Flux 1.1 Pro version, and here is the image generated with the same prompt with the old version 1.0. So is it better or is it worse? I don't think it's better. I don't think also it's worse, except for example, for this image, I don't see any big faults with the old one, but with the new one, for example, I don't like this lightning here. Yeah. So what else is new from the Black Forest Labs that develops the Flux AI image generator? They have announced their own BFL API service, but for me, for example, I'm using fal.ai. If you have already signed up with Together AI, Replicate, fal.ai or FreePick, there's no point of it moving to BFL API. If I was a new user and I didn't have a subscription with fal.ai, I probably would join BFL API instead, because the only upside is that you work together with the developer of Flux. Yeah, so that's that. As you can see, here is the previous pricing for Flux 1 Pro. It's 5 cents per image. Flux 1.1 Pro is 4 cents per image. If you wonder how to integrate this into your make.com scenarios, I have set a simple scenario where which I'm gonna explain to you, so you get the idea how to get this into your workflows. So here I start with a simple spreadsheet where I have some characters. I pass these characters to OpenAI to create a prompt. This prompt that the OpenAI generates, it's not the best one. For testing purposes, it's completely fine for me. The next step is I'm gonna make a request to fal.ai for a post method, and here I include the result, the prompt of ChatGPT, and also I state the image size and the number of images I want to receive from fal.ai. As you can see, it's Flux Pro version 1.1. So then I add a sleep timer, which I set to 10 seconds, because from the testing I noticed that it may go up to 7 seconds. For safety reasons I put extra 3 seconds. And after 10 seconds I make a get request to get the actual image from fal.ai API. As you can see here, the request ID I get from HTTP module that I'm used to make the request for the image generation. Now I'm making a request to retrieve the image generation. You just select the method get, add your authorization key, and that's it. And then I add the image URL to my Google Sheets. So we can run this once, I'll show you how it works. So as you can see, it made a request to Google Sheets, then it sent the keyword to ChatGPT, it generated a prompt for a Batman, then it made request to fal.ai, then it add a sleep timer, then it make a request for the image, and then it's add the URL to my Google spreadsheet. So here is the result of Batman in a park with ballerina skirt. So yeah, that's the news about Flux. Will I switch to Flux Pro 1.1? I think so, I will, because it's cheaper and the quality of the images are very similar than before. As long as it's cheaper and the quality is the same, it's okay for me. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. What do you think about the new Flux 1.1? Are you using it? If you don't, why you don't use it? If you need any assistance into implementing Flux into your workflows, just let me know in the comments. I will look how to help you. And if you like the video, just hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.